Hey guys, so I decided to come on and do some collective card pulls for you guys. I have everybody that wants to participate or that has said they wanted to participate in previous videos. I have all their names in my cauldron and I will choose the order from the cauldron, and then we also will choose which deck I'm going to draw for who gets the readings and what decks they get. So I'm going to try to do everybody if I have enough time and battery. So let's get started. See who's first. The first person to get a reading today is, oh my, would you look at that? It's Teresa. And she actually is the reason why I'm doing this video today. So that's awesome. You're first. Let's see what deck has a message for Teresa today. I've just put multiple random decks that I have in here, and I'll let it choose you. Alright. So, Teresa is getting a message from the Witching Hour deck. Alright. So we are going to ask spirit guides, angels, and ancestors to give us the message for Teresa that she needs today, please. Message for Teresa that she needs the most today, please. So, Teresa, your message for today from the Witching Hour deck is the Solitary Witch. Heal yourself first. The key words are heal yourself first, it begins with you, and believe in yourself. The Tarot Companion card is Temperance. The Solitary Witch is not worried about what others are doing. She prefers to practice alone in the sacred space of her choosing, rather than rely on a coven to support her. She may meet with others occasionally, but ultimately she knows her path is her own to walk in her own time. Many will call upon her for gifts, which she is happy to share, but first and foremost is her own healing, for she knows she is of little use to anyone else without first supporting herself. Pulling Solitary Witch is a sign that you have overlooked yourself. You may need to spend more time in solitude, treat yourself to a rare experience, or spend more time developing your gifts before sharing them with others. Pulling this card can also signify that your healing work starts within. You may need to work on healing your ancestral lines, or you're being called to develop a better relationship with your spirit guides. If your question involves others receiving this card, guide you to focus on how you can be a better person in your relationship. It's unlikely you'll choose the other person's mind. It's unlikely you'll change the other person's mind, but you can change how you manage your response to their behavior. It may be time to walk away. Okay, Teresa. I hope you can resonate with this card. It's a really beautiful card. And I'm going to pull everybody an additional message from the Enchanted Forest deck. So I'm going to get Teresa's Enchanted Forest message for us. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, give us the message Teresa needs today, please. That was quick. So we've got Forest Fairy. Allow your playful and enchanting spirit to guide you on your journey. I really love these Enchanted Forest Oracle cards. They are beautiful. If you like your message, Teresa, I know you love the card pulls. And that was really cool that you were first today. Alright. So, let's see who is next. So, the next person is Snazzy Z. I was just talking to Snazzy, so that's really cool. Hope you're staying safe, Snazzy, being out in the field. So let's see which deck has a message for you today, Snazzy. If you guys haven't, you should check out her channel. It is Energy from Stars. It's an amazing channel. Oh my, so you get a message from the Witching Hour deck as well. Snazzy, let's see. What Spirit has for you today. Alright, Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please give us the message for Snazzy that she needs the most today, please. Yours came out quick too. Okay. Your card is the Witch Hunter, number 34, and it says danger. So the keywords are betrayal, danger, jealousy, need for protection. The Tarot Companion card is the Five of Wands. It says, this card is as ominous as it seems. Receiving it means there is someone in your personal orbit who wishes you harm. A coworker might be attempting to sabotage your work, or a friend might be spreading vicious gossip. In some rare cases, receiving this card may also be a sign that a curse or hex has been placed upon you, and you should take steps to protect yourself. If you already suspect someone, this card is confirmation that you are right to be cautious. Be mindful of what you do and say around this person, and take extra care to validate paperwork or do more research before making any commitments. If your reading is about money or career, pulling this card is a sign of potential financial trouble. Consider passing on this opportunity, as it could lead to a loss in abundance or reputation. Alright. So, Snazzy, that was the message that Spirit had for you today. And let's pull a card from the Enchanted Forest for you as well. Message for Snazzy Z, please. Message she needs the most today. Let's see what message Snazzy needs today. Alright, Snazzy, so you got Spirit of the Forest. It says connect with nature to find peace and quiet. Connect with nature to find peace and quiet. Spirit of the Forest. That's beautiful. Hope you liked your message, Snazzy. Alright. Let's see who is next. Who does Spirit have a message for next? Alright, we have Emily Vanderhill. Emily. Let's see which deck wants to communicate with Emily today. And we have the Moonology deck. That's really cool. I really like the Moonology deck. I work with it a lot through the moon phases and such. So let's see what message Spirit has for Emily today. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, give me the message that's meant for Emily today, please. A message for Emily Vanderhill, please. Oh, you got two. Alright, so this one actually fell first over here, so we're going to do it first. So we've got Balsamic Moon, a time for healing. Alright, pulling this card suggests that the past is in the past and a bright future is beckoning. However, before you take your next step, make sure that both you and the situation feel healed. This is not the time to paper over cracks or to simply pretend that everything is okay. Rather, you still need a little more time to heal and to soothe both yourself and anyone else in need. Then remind yourself that anything is possible if you believe it. This is also a time to surrender and wait to hear guidance from the universe. Powerful insights can be had if you know that someone or something really isn't good for you. This card is a reminder to surrender. Start to work on your belief in your dreams so you're ready when the time comes. It says, attuned to the moon. When one is healed, all are healed. Additional meanings. It's time to let go of the past. You're about to turn the corner. You need more time to heal. Think about how this situation would look if everyone were healed. Patience is required at the time of a balsamic moon. It's a time for self-care as you slowly but surely prepare yourself for the new moon, which is just around the corner. No matter which point in the current moon cycle you've pulled this card, it's a reminder to go a little bit easy on yourself. The time to step into your power will come soon enough. Give yourself the time you need. So that was your first card that came out, Emily. And then you also had a second. And it is Waning Moon. What do you need to release? Alright. Find it here. Alright, The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when in the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it can still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. And then it says, attuned to the moon, it's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings for the card: move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic work such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. At the time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up in the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. Sorry. If I could read or talk today, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Alright, so let's see what Enchanted Forest card that we pull for Emily today. She's always posting the best shorts. I just love all of Emily's shorts. If you haven't checked out her page, you should. Emily Vanderhel. She lives in a beautiful area, and I just love seeing her shorts. The spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, give me the message that Emily needs the most today, please. Okay, so Emily, you got sword. Harness your inner strength and courage to overcome challenges. I love it. Okay, so let's see who is next. So next we have a message for Bellanice. Bellanice, let's see which deck wants to speak with Bella today, please. My son and his dad are in there playing again. They're the cutest. Alright, so the Green Witch's Oracle chose Bella. Let's see what message we have for her today, please. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, I call upon you to give me the message for Bella. What's meant for her today, please. Alright, we got buds, new beginnings, and expansion. Okay, Bella, so you got buds. New beginnings and expansion. Alright, so let me find this. Okay, a bud is one of the earliest visual confirmations that the seed you planted is hard at work. Whether a budding leaf or a bloom, it's proof that your endeavor is in motion. So far, so good. Buds are tender, delicate things, however, which still need close attention and care. Extreme weather can damage them, as can neglect. The buds card shows you that you can interpret the success of this first stage as a positive sign, but don't assume the buds can handle the next stages on their own. Buds represent the first checkpoint in a project. Things are expanding but not complete. Continue to tend and encourage them, as without buds there can be no fruit. Have confidence the success of your first stage promises that you can achieve your goal. Hope you like your message, Bella. That was beautiful. Now let's do an Enchanted Forest message for Bella. Oh, that came out fast. Alright, Bella, you got Wolf. Remember that you are a powerful co-creator of your reality. That is beautiful. I hope you like your messages, Bella. Alright, let's see who Spirit would like to give a message to next, please. Alrighty, we have got Beth. Let's see which deck has a message for Beth today. Which deck has a message for Beth? Beth. So, we've got the Celtic Spirit deck, your favorite deck. And it chooses you. Let's see what message the Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors have for you today from the Celtic Spirit deck. Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, I call on you to give me the message for Beth. What she needs the most today, please. Oh my. Well, you got 4, Beth. We're going to start with the first one that fell out here. The Green Man. Nature, connection, and source. Alright. So, the Green Man. The Green Man beckons to all who wish to follow. He teaches us that there is no separation between human beings and the natural world. We are a part of nature. We are nature, whether we act like it or not. No one is above this fact. The closer we become to recognizing this connection, the more we feel at peace. Separation is merely an illusion we have created through being busy. Nature invites us to slow down, to learn how to reconnect. It's time to take up gardening, walking in nature, getting our feet on the earth, and slowing down. Nature isn't out there being all busy and not resting. Nature grows and rests when needed, because it is in tune with the energies around it. Nature doesn't exhaust itself by pushing too hard to make things happen. It all happens in its own time. The Green Man also represents the masculine side of nature, which can mean strength, vigor, and growth. However, it can also represent descent, destruction, and death. The female counterpart to the Green Man is the Green Woman. The two obviously complement one another, just like the yin-yang symbol. Both need each other to keep the balance. In drawing this card, it may be asking you where you may be out of balance and require more of the feminine, nurturing qualities of the Green Woman to bring you back to your center. Both cards are incredibly caring because they are both you in some form. As within, so without. By connecting to these energies and nature, you essentially find a deeper connection to yourself. So that was the first of 4 cards that fell out of this deck for Beth. Alright. The second card that fell out for Beth was Portal. Change, gateway, new beginnings. Now is the time to step through the portal. You've done the work, you've set up the foundations, now it's time to harvest what you've planted. Stepping through the portal, your life will be forever changed for the better. Portals do not appear for everyone, so know that your efforts have not gone unnoticed. Sometimes we've given our all and start to lose energy to get to the finish line. Well, you have made it. This is the finish line, but also the start of the next path. This is exciting. Finally, a new beginning is here, and it's time to give yourself a pat on the back for all the work you have done to bring you to this junction. Everything is in alignment, and all you need to do is step through the portal to embrace what is waiting for you on the other side. Once you have stepped through the portal, there is no going back to the old. It is gone and no longer needed. This also shows that you are ready to let go of what no longer serves you. Embracing the new also means deciding that what you now need for your future. What does this new phase of your life look like, and what space have you created to let in the new? Such a high vibrational card, and one full of wonderful new possibilities coming your way. I love that. And the next card, the third card that Beth got, was Shaman Spiral. Awareness, practice, and connection. Okay. The solitary shaman, the walker between worlds who bridges the gap between the physical and non-physical realities. Call on this spirit helper when in need of connection and awareness of self and your surroundings. She will guide you when in need and be an invisible ally. The spiral into self indicates a knowing of who you are past the physical body and where you come from without the need for ego. This card represents the knowing of yourself, the true you, your spirit, a deepening of your awareness and understanding of the world through a shaman's eyes. You see when our physical body dies, our soul lives on to reincarnate again and again. So who are you without the limitation of your body? One needs to look very deep to take off the restrictions of who we think we are. If we were never to interact with another person, who would we express ourselves as? Are you comfortable with who you are on the inside, and does it match the person you are on the outside? Is there an ego that needs to be set aside, or do you need to find your inner strength to be who you truly meant to be, free of the harsh judgments we find from those around us? Are you with like-minded people or people who support and love you unconditionally? Only when you love who you are on the inside and fully know who you are by doing what brings you joy will you then not care what others think of you. Standing proud and confident in your own skin is a powerful energy to be reckoned with. From this place you can take on anything. When you find this place, remember what it feels like. So when you're feeling off-center and need to find your strength again, look within. The Shaman Spiral is also showing a need to practice your spirituality. What are your rituals? What is your self-care? You may be getting stuck in your physical material world and getting bogged down. Start doing the practice. Wake up and meditate. Light your incense on your altar, or sit with a tree each day until you feel it speak to you. Doing the work means showing up and making the spiritual connections necessary to feed your spirit and keep you uplifted in the physical world. And then the last card that Miss Beth got is Tree Spirit. Strength, growth, and stability. I've actually been getting this card a lot too. It's been showing up in my readings. The tree spirits are amazing allies to work with. They symbolize strength and groundedness by showing us how to put down roots, which creates a strong platform for anything to grow well. Trees teach us to grow in a sustainable manner, slow and steady. They never rush anything, and if they come across obstacles, they simply work around them slowly and overcome them. I call in the tree spirits to help me learn to slow down and grow my business sustainably, or do things in a sustainable manner that won't burn me out. I call on them when I feel vulnerable or overwhelmed and ask for their strength, healing, and guidance. They never let me down. When was the last time you sat under a tree? When was the last time you tried to connect to a tree? Maybe never. How do we connect? Simply be in their presence. Ask for their help and their guidance. I find imagery is how they connect to me. So have your eyes closed and take notice of images that come to you. Sometimes it can be a whole story they send you, like a daydream. By drawing this card, the trees are reaching out to you. Is there a tree that you can sit under and be in its presence? Can you go to the botanical gardens or somewhere quiet with the trees and really be present with them? Whatever they are trying to tell you right now, they always work from a place of calm and quiet. They move slowly and steadily, so this itself may be the answer you seek. The trees, like the legendary world tree of many different civilizations, keep the worlds bound together. If we were to cut down every tree on earth, the links would be severed. The veils are thinning due to the amount of logging, so it is vitally important we look after the trees in any way possible. Find organizations that help replant trees or work to stop unnecessary logging. Be active in your community in looking after sacred trees, or even pay special attention to any you have at your own home. The Celtic Tree Calendar is a great place to start with learning more about the trees and what they have to offer us. This was life-changing for me. So those are beautiful messages for Beth from her favorite deck. And let's get Beth a Enchanted Forest card as well. Alright, so Beth, you got Woodland Harmony. Find comfort and care in nurturing relationships. I love that. That is beautiful. I hope you like your messages, Beth. I hope they resonate. Alright, let's see who is next. So next is Hesty's Bestie. Let's see which deck has a message for you, Willa. I miss you, girl. Okay. So the deck that has a message for Willa is the Season of the Witch Mabon deck. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say to Willa today, please. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, I call on you to give me the message for Miss Willa that she needs the most today, please. A message for Willa, please. What she needs to hear the most today, please. Alright, Willa, we got two, my dear. Spirit's been quite chatty with some of you tonight. Alright, so the first card that fell out was Darkness Falls. Within you live the hidden, the things that want nothing more than to swallow you whole. Card number 12. So the key words are facing your demons, acknowledging faults, and self-compassion. Your higher self chose this card because you have faults that have made mistakes. It's true that some mistakes are more costly than others, but no one lives a perfect life by any means. When you've made a misstep, or when your faults put you in a sticky situation, defense mode can feel like a natural response. The wound from feeling less than has likely already triggered self-criticism, doubt, and even anger. And then to also bear the weight of someone else's disappointment, pain, anger, or criticism can feel like too much to carry. Before you know it, darkness has fallen and you're operating from a shadowy place rather than standing in your light and giving yourself some grace. You have pulled darkness falls because you're experiencing your situation from a dark place and reacting defensively. Every story has two sides, and it may be time to consider whether or not you also share some blame in your current circumstances. This card does not guide you to view yourself in a negative light, but to act as a neutral bystander who is merely curious and observant. How might you advise a friend who is experiencing similar circumstances? Would you guide them to calm down and take deep breaths? Explain to them how they might be wrong in this situation, or even say sorry. You might find clarity and the answers needed for a positive resolution once you observe your circumstances from the outside rather than deep inside your shadow. Perhaps you will discover you were right all along, or maybe you'll be forced to acknowledge your own faults. As C.S. Lewis said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. So that's beautiful. That was the first message that fell out. And the second was Autumn Equinox, card number 3. Nothing is whole without the acceptance and acknowledgement of all. Okay. So the keywords are temperance, balance, and renewal. Your higher self chose this card because the autumn equinox is a wonderful time to consider where you might be experiencing imbalance within your life. Are there ways you're living to the extreme? Are there areas in your life that have been overlooked or perhaps forgotten about entirely? Typical things such as spa days, time off, more rest, and more time spent with friends are the first things put on the back burner. But it can just as easily be creative expression, having new experiences, cleaning your space, forgetting to pay a bill, or even being your best self at work. If you have been in a period of extreme action, now is a good time to begin entering a phase of rest, renewal, and passiveness. Attempting to force your way forward may actually be the reason why you're not receiving the results you're hoping for. Likewise, if you have felt stagnant or falling victim to the extremes of laziness, receiving this card is your sign to renew your motivation to prevent anything else from falling through the cracks. Balance is not just related to physical action. Balance of the mind is also a worthwhile cause. Consider whether you've experienced a period of pessimism, and it can use a more joyful outlook, on life. The opposite might also be true. Are you using positive thinking and speech to bypass what you're truly feeling? Alright. So Willa, I hope you love those messages. I am going to also pull you an Enchanted Forest card. See what message Willa needs the most today, please. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Message for Willa that she needs the most today, please. Okay. So you got Arboreal Archway. Arboreal Archway? I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure if you guys know how to say this. Then that is what it is. I am sorry. It says embrace transitions and new beginnings. Arboreal Archway. I think I'm saying that right. It is beautiful, though. I wish I was walking through there right now. Alright, Bella, so... I'm sorry, Willa. I hope you like your messages. Alright. So let's see who is next. Who Spirit wants to give a message to. Next we've got Gypsy, Sacred Vibes 3333. So let's see which deck wants to communicate with you today, Gypsy. Gypsy's message is going to be from the Season of the Witch Mabon deck. So let's check that out. Let's see what message we have for Gypsy, please. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, give me the message for Gypsy today, please. Alright, so Gypsy, your message is foraging. There is no better feeling than having gone after what you desire. Keywords are authenticity, hidden talents, acting upon your uniqueness, effort. Your higher self chose this card because sometimes you need to go out looking for food even though the grocery store is just down the road. Although the store is convenient, your life dish may require an ingredient the store cannot offer, or perhaps your soul is seeking a more authentic flavor, experience that is unique to you. The foraging card has found you because it's time to get up, go out into the world, and discover all that is waiting for you to pick up and put inside your basket. It's tempting to take the easier road, but the path is crowded with hordes of people attempting to do the same. They look the same, do the same things, and are ultimately lost in a sea of conformity and ordinariness. Nothing that stands out from the crowd. By taking the road less traveled, you could stumble upon an undiscovered path of greatness. What makes you unconventional, strange, or completely different? You may not think being eccentric is a strength, but your quirks are what set you apart from everyone else. Receiving this card is an opportunity to discover and embrace your hidden talents and act on them. Perhaps you feel like you have nothing special to offer, but you most certainly do. Truffles are one of the world's most coveted and expensive foods, yet they are notoriously difficult to find. They are always at the base of a tree and generally buried below the soil, hidden from the naked eye. What makes you unique is just the same, and you may need to dig deeper. It may require significant effort, but what you'll discover will be worth its weight in gold. Foraging. So that was beautiful. Now let's do an Enchanted Forest card for Gypsy. Enchanted Forest card. Message that Gypsy needs the most today, please. Alright. We got Forest Guardian. Trust in the protection of those who watch over you. Beautiful. Hope you like your messages, Gypsy. Alright, two more. Let's see who's next. So next we have Mystical Misty 1. Let's see which deck wants to communicate with Misty today. Which deck has a message for Misty today? And we've got the Witching Hour. The Witching Hour deck wants to connect with you, Misty. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, I call on you to give me the message for Misty that she needs the most today, please. And you got two, Misty. The first one was number 32, Moonwater. Reset. Alright. So the keywords are clearing, reset, renew, start from the beginning, and reflection. Moon water is made by placing a jar or jug of water where it will capture the moon's rays overnight and be charged by the moon's energy. Crystals or herbs can be added to the water. It can be used in sprays, added to a bath, or used in rituals and spells to infuse your workings with moon energy. The most popular phase for making moon water is the full moon because of its clearing and renewing properties. The full moon brings about clarity and illumination and marks the beginning of the waning phases of the moon, during which you are encouraged to reflect and find more rest and nourishment. The glow of moon water has come into your reading to encourage you to take time to reset and perhaps to start again once your soul is refreshed. You are entering a period of pause and repose. Now is not a good time to start anything new. Instead, focus on self-care and conserving your energy. You'll be grateful for this time later when you enter a new cycle of action and creativity that may not allow for much downtime. Remember that every period of action needs a complementary period of stillness. It is in the slowness that your needs are revealed, and you can find clarity about your next steps. The more literal guidance of this card is to do some physical cleansing with the element of your choice. Smoke, fire, earth, and of course moon water are all excellent ways to clear stagnant energy and renew the spirit. That's beautiful. That's actually one of my favorite cards in this deck. And then you also got a second card, Misty. And it is enter at your own risk. Pause. Card 11. Sometimes fear is an opportunity to find courage, while at other times it's your higher self warning you of danger up ahead. Pausing when you feel doubt or fear gives you time to fully consider the source of your concern and find the clarity to make a self-informed choice. Upon a second glance, you may find that this scary-looking thing is harmless, or you may discover your concerns are valid and feel a sense of relief to know you've dodged a bullet. Either way, it's better to be safe and not sorry. When it comes to your reading today, pulling this card is a warning sign to slow down, pause, and think carefully before proceeding with any plans or decisions. It's also a reminder that it's okay to ask for more time before committing to a course of action, to ask more questions, to say no, or to even change your mind despite how sure you may have been. This card also serves as an empathic no in answer to yes or no questions. So I hope you enjoy your cards, Misty, and I am going to go ahead and pull your Enchanted Forest card as well. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please give me a message for Misty that she needs the most today, please. Alright, Misty, so you got Druid's Grove. Strive for balance and harmony in all aspects of life. Beautiful. Alright, we have one more in here, and it is Mrs. Silver Soul Fox. Let's see what deck wants to give Mrs. Silver Soul Fox her message today. Alright. The deck that wants to communicate with Silver is Season of the Witch Mabon. So, let's see what your message is today, Mrs. Soul Fox. So Maple Tree popped out there. There is a change coming that is so big, it will shift all that exists. Card number 24. keywords are good fortune, signs of welcome, change, dramatic changes. It says it's similar to the Wheel of Fortune in tarot. Your higher self chose this card because it is a gloriously happy one that brings with it much improved circumstances and bliss. When you receive Maple Tree, you can expect dramatic change, good fortune, and a positive resolution to your situation. It may feel like the universe is shining down on you and offering an unusual amount of good luck and well wishes. Take advantage of this happy energy while you can. Now is a good time to focus on taking action and manifesting dreams. If you felt stagnant, receiving this card is a sign that your situation will begin to move forward and will resolve in your favor. Be on the lookout for different or increased opportunities, a financial windfall, meeting someone new has great potential to be more, a sudden revival of a relationship or career, or a greater sense of confidence, strength, and creative expression. This card also serves as a yes, and it is your confirmation that the path you have inquired about is the right one to take. Be sure to be generous with what you have. There's no need to give away your life savings or renounce material possessions in the pursuit of charity unless that is what you feel called to do. But sharing your good favor helps to extend the happy period. The more light you send into the world, the more you can expect in return. So that is beautiful, Silver. I hope you like that message. We are going to pull you an Enchanted Forest Oracle card as well. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please give me the Enchanted Forest message that Miss Silver Soul Fox needs today, please. Message she needs the most today, please. Alright, Silver, you got Herbal Witch. Seek guidance from those who came before you. It's giving me super major ancestor vibes. Seek guidance from those who come before you. So Silver, I hope you liked your messages as well. I hope everybody liked their messages. And if you're a new subscriber or would like to be included in these videos in the future, just comment down below and let me know, and I can add your name to the cauldron when we do our next readings. I really enjoy doing this and sharing it with you guys as well. And can't wait to do the next one. So like I said, if you are new here or would like to be included in these videos, just let me know and we can get you on the next one. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and I hope you stay magical.